I'm here today to give you a demonstration on the Power Doctor, which is a very, very important tool for you to use to be able to diagnose the power that's happening out there in the field, and I want to give you a good explanation of how to use this powerful tool. So I've unloaded the Power Doctor, and all the pieces that come in the box are here, other than the little piece of paper that's the manual. I've unpackaged everything so that you can see it. There's a battery cover to hold the battery in place. There is a cover to protect the battery compartment that snaps over the back. There's the battery that comes in the box. You'll notice that on one end of it, there are the 3 terminals. So you'll want to protect those a little bit, not get them dirty and dinged up. The Power Doctor itself, which has the connectivity on this end, the LED screen, and then the control pad, which we'll go over briefly. The optical cable that connects to the Power Doctor that allows us to take our reads. The one thing to always remember is that there is a cap on the end of it. That cap needs to be removed when you take a reading and replaced to protect the optical eye once you've finished with the read. And we won't get into this one in this section. It'll be the next session, but your USB cable, which is the way you hook this up to your laptop, is also included in the box. So let's go ahead and get started and learn how to use this tool. The first thing to do, take the Power Doctor in the palm of your hand. You'll notice that inside the battery compartment there is the 3 connectors that are mounted as part of the tool. You take the battery, and obviously the 3 brass ends are going to line up with the 3 brass terminals there. Battery slips in just nice and neatly. Keep it shifted right over. Again, that's why this battery cover, you'll see the fins on the back of it. They're designed to make sure that the battery stays in place. So that goes in just like so. And then the cover for the entire area, keep it clean and organized, snaps right on the back of it. So now the tool is all ready to go. And when you power up your Power Doctor, each of your tools should be charged up enough to take some readings. If for some reason the battery is not, then by simply connecting the USB to the side of the Power Doctor and then the USB port into your laptop or computer or any type of USB charger, you'll be able to put a charge on the battery, but it should be charged enough to at least take some readings. The unit goes through a couple of diagnostic updates just to give you the right information. It tells you that you're holding a Power Doctor. It tells you the version. You'll notice that the clock on this one is not set correctly. You may not know that from the video, but the clock would not be set correctly because that is set up each time you do you log on by hooking it up to your computer. It syncs with your computer's clock, so you'll need to do that at some point. Let's go ahead and take a read. Right now, anytime that it goes dim and you want to read it, if you'll just simply hit the center button, it'll wake it right back up. Position the reader up to the LED. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our optical cable there on the end of it. Remember, as I stated before, we're going to take the cover off. Let's go right off. I'm going to back up here for a second. Your screen immediately comes up, it's going to give you a screen that says optical read, and there's a couple of arrows pointing at it, and then there's a turn off. If you use the up and down arrows on this pad, you'll notice that if I push the down one, then it goes to the turn off. If I selected enter, then it would turn the machine off. So what we want to do is use the optical read. If the center button, it's the enter, and if you push that, then the next screen that comes up says position the reader up to the data LED. So we're going to take a read right now to show you how simple and powerful this tool is. So now let's take a reading with the Power Doctor to show you how to use this powerful tool. So again, the screen says optical read, and if you push the enter button, it says position the reader up to the data LED. So that's what we're going to do. The data LED will be the brightest one on the unit. It will either say mains or power. So with the Power Doctor in your hand, and you hold the reader right up to it, and the screen says read complete. That's that simple. Now that we've taken the reading, the material that was taken from that particular device is stored in here. I can go in and observe it by, if I want to press the data key, and then it shows that I can press the left and right arrows to retrieve the download information. If I press that, reading number 1 will be the most current reading that you've taken. If you want to observe whatever that reading was, then you use your up and down arrows that will tell you exactly what was on that reading. So the technician in the field can take a look at it here, right there in his hand, or we're able to then go into the next session, which I'm not going to cover right now, but by hooking it up to your computer. A couple things just to remember. Anytime that you want to back out of it and go back to your control screen, there's a button called ESC, the escape button on that, which then gives us back to the option of saying I want to take another optical read, or I'm able to turn the machine off. And I'm simply going to go and scroll it down. It says turn off. I hit the enter button and the machine's turned off. At that point, recommendation is that you take the Power Doctor optical eye out, protect it a little bit better, put the cover back on it. I'd leave the battery here. There's no reason not to. If you ever have a problem with it powering up and you think it is charged, you'd simply go through the process just like we did right when we first got the Power Doctor unpacked. Make sure the battery's positioned properly, make sure everything's perfectly in order, and then again you can plug it into your computer, USB charger, anything handy like that just to give you power back into it. But again, the Power Doctor is absolutely a powerful tool. And the next section I think you'll get a kick out of. You'll be able to go in and hook it up, take a look at your spreadsheets, send it to a CSV file, email that document out to the customer or to a group of people to analyze it.